Hey, Healing Fam. Welcome to HealinMi, where we are healing me. I am me, the messenger. And this is an energy check-in to see what comes out, what messages come out to help us, guide us through our journey. Take what you can leave the rest, all right? Ooh. Okay, well, we're going to take that one. Please click on the link in the bio on the HealinMi channel and join me on my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to help my channel grow. Spirit, what messages do we need to see to help us in all areas? Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. I hope you're doing great out there today. I hope you are remembering. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I hope y'all are doing great out there today. Remembering that you are born to win, born to succeed, and only capable of successful outcomes, right? Remembering that life is happening for you, not to you. Allowing ourselves to be guided by the spirit part of us instead of the human part of us that only knows how to react, right? This one wants to come out, okay? Remembering that thoughts are things, and that's where we have the power to transmute energy, right? We either choose, we have the choice to choose to give energy to the problem or the solution, right? And so that equates to fear, which is false evidence appearing real, which is the opposite energy of living, right? Wow, that's a lot. Nope, that's 5. We'll take them, okay? All right, so we'll get them at the end of the message. So the first, I was talking about that you either give your energy to the resolution or you don't have to know how it's going to work out. You don't have to even believe. Well, no, you do have to believe. So let me speak correctly about my words. You don't have to know how it can resolve for you or how it can possibly miraculously resolve for you. But what you do have to trust is that Spirit knows how to do that, right? Spirit is bigger than all of our problems, right? And so it has fun figuring out how to work it out and shock us and be able to show up and show out, right? And that's the energy that we have to boldly stand in and speak that in existence and know how powerful we are and magical we are, right? To the issue that there is no issue. There's no problems here, right? That means we're speaking only to the resolutions and we are not giving any energy to the problem, which is where fear has its playground, right? Which is the devil's playground, fear, right? So anyway, because fear stifles us, fear controls us, fear is the opposite of God, right? It's the opposite of confidence. So there's no success where there's fear at, right? And things of that nature. So the energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. Okay. So the things that the thoughts, whatever we're keeping our mind on that we're manifesting, because we're always manifesting, right? You can say that you wouldn't bring these things into your life, and I've thought that too, but we are in reality, because as above we are as below, right? And so things that are coming to fruition in our lives in those different areas, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, the things that we're keeping our minds on in those areas are gaining momentum and about to come to fruition, right? I'm hearing this time next week. I don't know how that resonates for some. By this time next week, okay? What else do we get? Self-reflection. So how we see ourselves, our beliefs, whatever we're believing in, whatever we're in, whatever area, right? We're either wherever. For some, we are criticizing ourselves, right? And those are the areas that it's also gaining momentum. But in the areas where it's positive for us, and 17 breaks down to 8, which is about cycles completing or moving forward, preparing for success. It is the symbol of the ether. It is spiritual growth. So for some, we definitely are growing in spiritual awareness, getting out of the human mind so much, right? Having more confidence in that things are always working out for us, having more confidence that our prayers are being answered, keeping the faith, healing, doing the work, seeing ourselves more in the eyes that the divine sees us, right? Seeing the life that the divine came here to live through us, new ways of living, new ways of seeing ourselves, more aligned to, again, the way the divine sees us and the way that it wants to express itself in these bodies. Because remember, only we can do it in the way that we can in the divine within us, right? Only I can read the way I read. Only I can sing the way I sing, perform the way I perform, heal the way I heal, right? Motivate the way I motivate. Only you can do what you can do, and only the way that you can, because spirit lies in both all of us. The creator is in all of us. So that's what's gaining momentum in us. That's the message that I'm receiving, that whatever, for some, and like I said, the other was the opposite of that. Whatever however you're viewing yourself, your beliefs, your criticisms, your goals, your dreams, whatever you're keeping your mind on, that's what's gaining momentum, and that's what we are manifesting. And that is what spirit wants us to be aware of, that thoughts are things. Thoughts become our beliefs and our characteristics and our actions. So that is what's gaining momentum. And that is how life works, right? However we see ourselves, however we see the situation, we either see only the problem or we see the solution. So we can see a problem and say, there's no problems here. And that become our thought process and our belief system. That also will only then allow us to hear from the right type, the thoughts that breed from those type of thoughts, right? And then that tells you what action to take, right? And that's our intuition, right? And that's how we get to the resolution that can work out for us, instead of putting our thoughts into the problem and then only receiving more thoughts that breed from thoughts of putting energy into the problem, which only make the problem bigger and make the problem linger in our lives longer, okay? Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Again, that's a lot about how we're seeing the issue. So in the areas that family issues have the opportunity to be healed based on how we see the situation and how we're viewing ourselves. Are we loving on ourselves so that we can love on others in our family, so that we can heal the conflict and heal the wounds? Remember, the light lets the wound in, right? It also says a family wound or pattern can be healed now. So again, I had talked about before with this card about This is the card, White Eagle. So ancestor spirit. So a generational curses have the opportunity to be healed now, meaning that some things and the ways that we were thinking and viewing ourselves in life, or our characteristics or belief system about life and we can achieve and about ourselves and things of that nature, were taught to us, right? Were generational, from generation to generation. So certain thought patterns have the ability now to be healed, right? So it's saying be choosing our thoughts, because that's what's gaining momentum, that healing, right? That elevating into a new a new level of living, right? That's what connects us to everything else, because when that gains momentum, then that attaches us to the aligning of how life is supposed to be for us. And this is the resolution type of life, right? So that's what it's saying, that we have the ability to heal ourselves and elevate in ways that no longer serve us anymore, okay? And that can be, like I said, in the way that we eat, the way that we see ourselves, the way that we, in our confidence, in the way that we love ourselves, in our self-worth, our self-value, the way that we go after boldly what we want, the way that we create our whatever's creatively inside of us and allow it to blossom, the way that we surrendered to resistance, right? The way that we protect our energy, right? The people we choose to be around us. So that's also going back to self-love, self-worth, and what you deserve, right? I think that's all that's coming out for that. Take a step back. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. Oh my gosh, I just said that. I can't make this shit up. About that. We were released, that's what's gaining momentum, us healing and releasing the things that no longer serve us, right? In thought, action, word, and deed, okay? Allowing us to transform into a better version of ourselves. And that's what life is about. It's not about staying the same. So when people say you changed, you should say thank you, because that's what life is about. Have you not changed? That's what we should start saying, instead of it being taken as a defense, like something is wrong, even if they did intend for it to be wrong. It's because they were comfortable with the old energy that you exuded and the way that made you think and believe about yourself and act and be, right? And so when the people say that you've changed, we should say thank you, okay? I hope you are too, right? Allowing the transformation, that's where I was at with this. Allowing light to continue to illuminate the wounds, right? That's what this was about. Allowing light into the wounds, allowing light to continue to heal in the areas that it needs. We want to be healed in our finances. We want to be healed in the way that we think. We want to be healed in the way that balancing out our emotions, right? Knowing that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be sensitive. We are sensitive beings. We are magical beings that have God, the creator, and have human, right? Experiencing in these bodies. So we are magical beyond and powerful beyond measure. And we need to fully embrace all of ourself in a healed way, in the way that we were meant to be, the way that we came here to be, that we forget as children, right? And we get, so that's we're letting the light in to the childhood wounds, I'm hearing, and into any area that it needs, right? Like I said, we were talking about finances, emotionally, physically, right? Letting the light into the bodies. When we let the healing that's been, the negative energies that's been holding us back, when we allow light into those wounds, the body releases that as well, and we energetically vibrate higher, right? We'll start glowing, our aura be starting to shine. People will gravitate to us, and when you start to heal, remember that, because when you're letting the light in, now you're illuminating, and that means you're going to be illuminating others in their darkness. So they're going to come and you're going to attract darkness. So be careful and learn how to protect your energy. Learn how to protect what you have earned, what you have created, what you've learned, a new level of living that you have come to, okay? Protect that shit because it's yours and doesn't come easy. We all know about doing the work. It doesn't come easy, right? So it's asking us to take a step back, right, from the problem, right? I'm also hearing take a step back from watching for the solution. Just know that the solutions are coming because that was the first card out, which was gaining momentum, right? So that resolutions are coming. Resolutions are appearing. Blessings are appearing. Breakthroughs are appearing. Remember, because they even were talking about family wounds are being healed. Like I said, that's a lot of childhood wounds individually, but it also could be in relationships, right? And it might not be just family. It could be in work relationships, in love, romance relationships, and in family. Because a lot of times when we start healing it, in one area, it's going to start, circling around to the other areas that need fixing as well, right? So it's also, I like how on this card, how her back is turned to the cliff, right? And it's like really trusting in spirit that spirit got me, that things are meant to work out for me, right? That things are working out for me even when it don't look or feel like it's working out for me, because right before things work out for me, I have learned that shit looks like it ain't working out for me. So now I know not to fall apart emotionally, not to fall apart spiritually, which allowing myself to give energy to the fear, right? Instead of the resolution, where my faith is where my energy is given to the resolution that's activating my faith. I've learned that things are always working out for me, right? So that's why I'm not failing spiritually, right? I'm not falling apart emotionally and, oh, it's not happening, oh my gosh. Or why the fuck is this not happening? Whatever emotion that it brings out, because we are the human side of us, and that's the lower vibration, those lower vibration emotions that we have to work through to balance out those, to know that everything is okay. We have to soothe it, and the only thing that can soothe it is our God spirit part of us, to soothe the human side of us, right? Soothe it. It's gonna be okay, baby. It just looks like this. Let's give energy to the faith that all things are working out for us. Let's speak to this like it's not a problem. There's no problems here, right? Physically, we're feeling better because we're not holding on to the negative energy that we used to create as resistance by giving energy to the fear and the problem, right? Turning our back on the problem. She has turned her back on the problem. Do you see this? She ain't even worried about this cliff. She like, whatever, right? God got me, right? My angels got me, right? I'm supported, right? Speak to the situation as you want it to be, right? Call it as you want it to be, even though it's not. And see it in your mind, feel it, enjoy it, be grateful for it. That's the best energy to exude from yourself, of gratitude. This is gratitude exuding from her, right? Be happy, feel it and be it, right? And that's why you can be, have, and do whatever you want, because you can see it here, because everything starts in the ether first. Everything starts in the non-physical first, and then and then gains momentum. Thank you, Spirit. Everything starts in the ether first, in the non-physical, then gains momentum, right? And comes to the physical, where we can feel, touch, taste it, right? Okay. Okay. That's what I was getting. So now let me go through these. I don't know how long it's been. I see 11:11 on the clock. I am self-sufficient. I am financially stable. I am attracting only that which serves my highest good. I am magical. I am energy. I am light. I am love. I am money. I am balance. I am peace. I am harmony. I am free. Yes, those are affirmations to say or think at when you see 11:11, right? God of reflections. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. That's right, because whether you see good qualities or bad qualities in others, that is a reflection of yourself. So the way we can only see others or appreciate others, love others, based on how we view and believe and love ourselves, okay? And this message right here is saying that whatever you see that's a quality in others, know that that is a reflection of you, and that's why that self-reflection card came out earlier. And this is just messages to help you, support you with that, okay? So that's a strong message, right? So what you see in others is a reflection of you, and that's why we have reflection twice, okay, in both cards, if you notice. Beautiful. Second, angel of joyfulness. Something wondrous and magical is about to happen. That's amazing. I love this card. More butterflies or more wings, transformation. So you may be seeing butterflies. I know I am, but I'm a nature buff. I'm always connecting with nature outside because we're all connected. So that's what's gaining momentum, right? Wondrous and magical things are about to happen. And that also supports the healing that is happening as well, right? And because of the healing, magical things are attracting and wondrous things are happening in our lives. So start feeling those things that you're praying for, those breakthroughs. How would it feel to have that new job, financial stability, that new role, that new idea that brings in more customers, stable clientele, that new love relationship, a healthy relationship, that new body, whatever. Angel of families. Okay, so more came up about family. That's the second word, family, that came out. So remember, family wounds are gaining momentum to heal. So where there's been conflict or what have you, or dysfunction. I know my family is very dysfunctional, so I'm sure y'all have dysfunction in your family as well. So there's gaining momentum where there's been dysfunction. We're going to be receiving some healing, right? It's saying the angels surround both you and your family at the moment. So there may be things that arrive that may come up, and it's saying that know that we are surrounded by angels and that we are supported in those times. There may be situations that bring the family together and allow healing to come through. That's what I'm hearing, okay? I'll see a lot of water. Water is where life comes from. Water brings life. This is about healing as well. And it's also that it could be very emotional. But allow yourself to feel those emotions. It's okay. Okay? And allow the healing to come in for those that this is applicable for. Angel of clearing. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. So where that we have not had clarity, that's what's gaining momentum, where we'll soon see the resolution or get the creative idea or whatever it is. We're gaining clarity in areas that we haven't had clarity before. Maybe that where there's been deception, maybe, and also where it was talking about families, maybe we were talking about generational curses. So this is definitely resonating with that, or to say that things, generational curses are clearing, old patterns of thinking that no longer serve us, remember, are clearing out, right? Old ways of seeing ourselves in a negative or low vibration way are clearing out. Where that has probably all been in the family, that everybody looked at like that everybody's starting to heal in those areas, in some of those areas, which is causing those negative energies or those generational curses to clear out. So energy is clearing, right? And higher vibration is coming in, and healing is coming in the areas that it's gaining momentum, in the areas that we're needing it the most or that we've been working on, okay? Oh my gosh, God of conflict resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. So remember when I was holding up this card and I was saying that there may be situations that arise, even though that's not what this card was talking about. It was talking about healing. Sometimes, a lot of times, conflict comes up, right? Not for everybody to get defensive and to defend their right or their position or their belief in the situation. That's not what conflict is for. Conflict is allowing us to have the ability to see what is the issues and what we can do better and what everybody is not getting and how we can, what's the highest resolution that serves everybody's good that's involved. That's what conflict is for, to allow the healing that's begging to be healed in, right? I see solar plexus, third eye, heart chakra, and throat chakra. So it's about speaking up for ourselves, speaking up for what we need, where our feelings are hurt, allowing ourselves to be sensitive, allowing ourselves to admit that this hurts us and not feel like that makes us the weaker person. That's where the devil robs us of conflict resolution so much, right? What are our passions? What do we really believe, right? Speaking up for ourselves, right? So this is where we disagree, and that's where conflict is coming and is asking you to walk away in peace, right? You don't have to be right. It's not about you being right, right? So when that happens, it's asking for you to walk away, okay? Walk away from the need to be right, the need to get the last word, the need to defend yourself, the need to snap back, the need to let them know who they messing with. Be the bigger person, not because they deserve it. It's because you deserve to give energy to the resolution and not the problem. That's the message, okay? All right, so that's what I have for you today. Like, share, subscribe. Peace. Smooches. Bye.